This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference to announce Gennady Golovkin's new trainer. A little bit of a shock in Jonathan Banks. Kept under wraps until the very last minute.
KUGAN, looks like you got a new camera set up here. MTK must be really supporting you. I like that. It's good. You're here in Las Vegas. Jonathan Banks was just announced as Triple G's new trainer. You know him naturally from all the Klitschko fights that you covered, especially Klitschko-Joshua. Were you allowed in that fight at Wembley Stadium? I think Eddie snuck you in on that one, if I remember that one. But anyway, you got Jonathan.
No comment.
So now you can officially talk to Jonathan Banks, and he's Triple G's new trainer. And, we'll see how that works out. There's a lot of pressure on both Triple G and Jonathan to look good. June 8th against Steve Rolls. Steve Rolls is undefeated. He's hungry, and he could upset the apple cart. Gennady's, his plan is to be in a rematch or a trilogy, really, with Canelo, potentially a rematch with Jacobs, depending on who wins tonight. And he won't get those unless he's successful June 8th.
Obviously, the split was a shock to everyone with Gennady and Abel Sanchez. Do you believe that it was a little bit too public, some of the stuff that was coming out as a result of the split?
Well, it's hard to, it was really between Gennady and Abel. Abel, I think, was he really considered Triple G as a son. I mean, they spent so much time together, certainly a lot more time than I did, and a lot closer of a relationship than I had. I'm close with both guys, both Triple G and Abel. Whether it was too public, I think, when it's that type of a situation, it's hard to avoid it. But once it became clear, Gennady moved quickly and made the decision for Jonathan Banks.
Was Jonathan Banks always kind of the first choice and the only choice? Were there other trainers in the running?
Yeah, he was pretty much the first and only choice. He even decided to work with Jonathan before even training with him. Just his first meeting, they sat down, the interaction, he liked the chemistry, and that's what he made the decision on.
I know you kind of have addressed this before as well, Tom, but there was a lot of kind of rumours and speculation about your future with Gennady.
My demise was greatly exaggerated. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it was just, like I said, speculation and rumours about your future with Gennady, but you have put it to bed, and I just wanted you to kind of make a comment on that, Tom.
Well, it was, as long as Gennady wasn't the one saying it, then they were just rumors. I'm sure a lot of people would have liked, a lot of promoters would have liked to see me not involved with Triple G. The success we had since his debut on HBO, September 2012, to then being in the two biggest pay-per-view fights in the States, selling out the O2 against Kell Brook, selling out MSG twice, T-Mobile twice, the Forum twice. I mean, Gennady has become one of the most marketable fighters. It's really AJ, Canelo, and Triple G. They stand out from all the other fighters in the world in terms of not only being, top 10 pound-for-pound list, but also marketable fighters. So I don't know where those rumors had come from. I don't know why they started. I'm not sure if anyone could have done a better job than what we did with Triple G, creating the big drama show and the Triple G brand. But I'm here. We're working on June 8th, and we're excited to see a lot more exciting fights from Triple G.
I think there's a few people in here that contribute to them rumors.
Some people put on Twitter. Yeah, there are actually a few people in here, at least one. So, but that's, look. I don't go on rumors. I don't go on sources. Like I said, if Gennady ever said anything to me, then look, I thought Abel would be with him his entire career. So, that's a decision Gennady made, and But we're moving on. We're going to Madison Square Garden, and it's June 8th again against Steve Rolls.
We know that Gennady obviously recently signed a 6-fight deal with DAZN, which was announced not that long ago. On a 6-fight deal, is there a huge emphasis that the winner of tonight's fight Gennady in September, or could that be prolonged until next year?
No, there's a big emphasis. I mean, that's the direction. If Canelo wins and if Triple G wins, that's really the direction that DAZN is looking to go into. They didn't sign these big deals to put on, fights like Rocky Fielding or like Steve Rolls. No offense to either one of those fighters, but they're looking at a trilogy with Triple G and Canelo. They're looking at a rematch with Danny Jacobs and Triple G, depending on how things go tonight. So if Gennady doesn't win against Steve Rolls, that's why the pressure's on him. He's got to look good in order to get those type of fights.
Just finally, there's been a hint of, hints, shall we say, from Carl Froch about a rumoured comeback.
That's a fight we've been trying to get for Triple G. So now with these new economics in boxing, maybe that's enough for Carl, because one of the caveats Eddie said is, he had just straightened his nose and he didn't want to have it crooked again. But look, Triple G and Carl Froch at Wembley Stadium, that'd be huge. Then he could say 90,000 fans instead of 80,000 fans, which would be great.
Tom Loeffler, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you soon, obviously ahead of June the 8th at Madison Square Garden.
Always good to see you, KUGAN.
Thank you.